Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Bible Study Minute. Today we're taking a look at 2 Kings chapter 5 through chapter 6, verse 23. Now, there's a lot going on in these two chapters, but what I want us to focus on today is the events in the first half of 2 Kings chapter 5. So what we have happening here is there is a commander of the Aramean army, and his name is Naaman. But this particular commander has a skin disease. And during one of his raids, he comes down to Israel and he brings back an Israelite woman to serve as a servant to his wife. And during this, she tells him that he should go down to Israel and find someone to heal him because there's someone there that can heal him. So Naaman asks the king of Aram if he can go down to Israel. He does so, takes a bunch of gold, silver, clothes with him, and a note from the king. And he takes this to the king of Israel, and the king of Israel just kind of laughs at it and is like, I can't do this. I'm not God. But then, of course, Elisha hears about it and says, send him to me, and I will show him that there is a God in Israel that can do this kind of thing. And so Naaman comes to Elisha, and Elisha gives him some very simple instructions. Go wash in the Jordan 7 times and you'll be clean. And here's the thing. Naaman was expecting some grandiose gesture for Elisha to do, like to call down fire from heaven or something like that. But that's not what Elisha did. He just said, go wash in the Jordan 7 times and you'll be clean. And this frustrated Naaman. He was ready to just stomp off, go home. He was like, there are better waters in Damascus that I can wash in. Why the Jordan River? But then his servant's like, well, if Elisha told you to go do some grandiose thing, you would do it without a problem. So what's the problem with him telling you to go do this simple thing? And that caused Naaman to think and to step back a little bit. And he was like, all right, I'll at least heed his instructions and see what happens. And of course, he's clean, just like he was told that would be the result of him following those actions. And the thing that stands out here is when it comes to people in the Bible, Naaman is one of those guys that we can relate to very well, because so often when we come to God with a problem, we want him to solve it with some kind of grandiose gesture, much like Naaman was expecting Elisha to do. But more often, we have to remember, like if we go back to 1 Kings chapter 19, when Elijah was looking for the Lord, he wasn't in the earthquake, he wasn't in the storm and all that other stuff. He spoke to him in a whisper. And more often than not, that's how God speaks to us. He speaks to us in the simple ways. He tells us to do simple things. It's not these grandiose gestures that we expect, like crossing and parting the waters of the Red Sea. It's just the little simple things. Go wash yourself in the Jordan 7 times and you'll be clean. Read your Bible. Pray. Follow my instructions. You'll find your blessing there. So that's what I want to leave you with today as you take a look at 2 Kings chapter 5 and 6. Just look at Naaman, see how well you relate to him, ask God to forgive you, and then the next time you're asking God for something and you're expecting him to do some grandiose thing, just remember that sometimes God works through the simple things. So that's all I have for now. Until next time, grace and peace.